Hey YouTube fam, welcome back. I just got done recording this class for the Kula, my online yoga studio, and the whole time I was thinking about how much YouTube would love this class. So I'm bringing it to you as a little bit of a gift. I don't usually do this, but this will be a double upload inside of the Kula as well as onto YouTube. And the reason is I'm hosting a 31-day yoga challenge inside of the Kula throughout the whole month of October. And this is one of the classes that I pre-recorded for the challenge. So YouTube is getting a little bit of a glimpse of a class of within the yoga challenge that's happening throughout the entire month of October. I'm going to put codes below for you to join in case you're interested in joining for a 31-day challenge. It's all just about creating accountability for yourself to show up daily. This class is a particularly spicy class. It's an intermediate advanced class that's happening as one of the uploads throughout the month. But throughout the month, there are classes of all sorts of styles and spice levels and lengths, and you can always swap any day's upload for something else in the library that suits you better that day if needed. So not every class will be a 5-spice intermediate advanced. The next one I'm recording is called Ooey Gooey Stretchy Cozy. This is like a favorite class type inside of the Kula. There's a whole wide range and variety in there. I would love for you to come hang out. Also, just so you know, I have upcoming teacher trainings and yoga retreats and new things that I'm getting ready to announce. So if you keep an eye on Instagram, on the website, all of those links are below just so you can stay in the know. And now let's jump into this practice. We're going to start in a child's pose today. So walking the knees wide, big toes together, hips to heels, arms will reach out long. And letting chest sink down towards the floor and really work into your shoulders a bit here. So palms press into the mat, heart sinks down towards the floor. You might find a little bit of a sway left and right here, or kind of like a pedal of one armpit down towards the floor and then the other. One full cycle of breath here. Make it long and slow. Steady in through the nose. Steady out through the nose. And shift forward, tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. To start, let's circle out the wrists a couple of times. So just kind of rolling around in one direction. Swap it out for the other. Find your way back to the middle, crawl the hands forward, puppy pose. A little bounce with the chest. And we're gonna stay in our puppy pose, but as you settle into stillness, can you roll to the pinky edge of the hand, both hands, and bring the hands into fists so the thumbs are pointed up towards the ceiling. So now you're on the outside edge of the hands. You're driving the hands into the floor, driving the chest down towards the mat. And as you shift your weight slightly left, can you lift the right hand to hover above the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2. Right hand drops, left hand lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left hand lowers, right lifts. 5. Right hand lowers, left hand lifts. Left hand lowers, one more each side. Right lifts. Right hand lowers, left hand lifts. If you could see the screen, I'm shaking right now, just so you know we're in this together. The left hand lowers, drop the forearms to the floor, shift forward, forearm plank, lift the knees from the mat. Right into the spice right away here. Shift forward and back. Maybe circles. You can, of course, have knees down onto the floor if you need here. A few more cycles of breath. Sphinx pose, drop the knees to the floor, the belly to the floor, roll the heart through. A little tug of the elbows towards the hip bones. Get tall through the crown. Can either stay exactly here, or you could play with lifting the elbows and the forearms from the floor and then lowering them back down a couple times. And lower the forearms, slide the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Knees are either grounded or lifted. Press up to your plank shape. And then downward dog, wave it back. Couple moments here to pedal out the feet, bend one knee, bend the other knee. Ground your weight into your left hand. Reach the right hand back towards the left ankle. Don't grab the ankle, but just reach towards or possibly past it, depending on your range. So work into the twist. Roll the right shoulder underneath you. Press the floor away from you with the left hand. And plant the right hand back down to the mat. Now reach the left hand, this time back by the left hip. We'll swap it out in a moment. Left hand by left hip. Shift your weight into the left foot and now lift the right toes up to the sky. So you're in a 2-pointed down dog. Right hand to the floor, left toes to the floor. Left hand, right foot lifted. Left hand comes back down to the mat. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Reach the right fingertips forward. Think chaturanga in the left elbow. Lower, bend into the left elbow, lowering chest down towards the floor, and then drive it to the top. 2 more times like that. Left elbow bends, you lower, drive it up. 1 more time, left elbow bends, pause, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, straighten through left elbow, pull the left knee into the chest and thread the left leg all the way through. Low boat pose, heels and heart to a hover above the floor. Simply hold here. If you want more, arms reach up overhead. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release, let it go. Keep the arms up overhead as you bend the knees, plant the feet to the floor, bridge pose, drive to the top. And then lower back down to the bottom. Lift up, lower down, lift and lower. Every lift is a strong engagement of the glutes to drive the hips up. Take about 5 more. Lift and hold. Shift your weight into the toes, lift the heels from the mat. Keep the hips lifted, drop the heels back down, lift the toes up. Onto the toes, lift the heels up. Onto the heels, lift the toes up. Onto the toes, lift the heels. Onto the heels, lift the toes, hold. Lower the hips back down. Pull the knees into the chest, hands find the backs of the thighs. Little rock up and down the spine. Moving up and down the back line of the body. Eventually, let's meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat. So with or without the help of the hands, you plant the feet. Lift the hips. Feet are hips width distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows. Find a little bounce, find a little sway. A little movement left and right. Find the middle, bend into the knees as much as you need to plant the hands out in front of you. They don't have to be directly out in front of you. You could even walk the hands out like almost like a really shortened down dog if you wanted. But as you're here, now I want you to shift your weight into the hands. Come as high onto the toes as you can. Press the floor away from you with the hands and hold here. Again, as much weight into the hands as you possibly can. You're getting as light as you can in the feet. Maybe so light that you lift a foot up off the floor and then drop it down. Lift the other foot up off the floor, drop it down, shift a little more weight into the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, chair pose, drop the feet, bend the knees, and reach the fingertips up and over. Sink the hips low. Maybe even a little bit lower. As you exhale, forward fold. Roll your way to stand 1 vertebra at a time. Take this slow. Sweep the fingertips up and over. Exhale, back down the middle. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. And from your down dog, a big wave up the back line rolls you forward, high plank. Bend the elbows, lower halfway. Press up, plank. Roll back, down dog. 2 more times, wave forward, high plank. Lower half. Press up. wave back. Again, roll through high plank, lower half, press up, wave back. Let's go 2 more, just a couple bonus rounds. Wave forward, lower half. I did say this was 5 spice. Wave back, gotta hold myself accountable. Last time, roll forward. Lower half, hold your chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower all the way to the belly, locust pose. Lift heart, lift toes. Maybe reach arms out in front of you, thumbs point up to the ceiling. Drive the heart high, drive the toes high, drive the elbows more straight. And then release, let it go. Plant hands and toes, plank pose, press up. Downward dog, wave it back. Okay, left hand reaches across the body towards the right ankle. Again, you're not grabbing onto the ankle. You're moving into the twist using the strength of the core and the muscles around the spine. So left hand reaches towards or past right foot. Press the floor away from you with the right hand. Really twist into it, curl into it. As you find your inhale, left hand comes back down to the mat. Right hand lifts up by the right hip. And as you shift your weight into the right foot, left toes lift. Again, press the floor away from you with the left hand. Pull the heart back towards the right thigh. Be here. 5, 4, 3, 2. As the right hand finds the mat, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. As it lands, left fingertips reach forward. Bend the right elbow, think chaturanga in the right arm, sink low. Straighten through the right arm, press up to the top. 2 more times. Chaturanga in the right arm, sink it low. Drive up to the top. 1 more time, sink to your depth and hold there. Drive the back of the right thigh up towards the ceiling, reach through the left fingertips. Press up to the top, pull the right knee into the chest, threading the leg through, hips to the floor. Low boat pose. So finding the bottom here, maybe you even reach the arms up overhead. Be here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Release, let it go. Bend into the knees, plant the feet to the floor. This time, lift the hips up, bridge. Shift your weight to the right foot and pull the left knee into the chest. Lower the hips down to tap the mat, and then drive it up. So one-legged bridge pose, lower to tap. Lift up, lower, lift. 5 more on this side. Next time you're at the top, hold. Keep the hips lifted, lower the left foot to the floor. Simply swapping it out, pull the right knee to chest, lower the hips, and lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. 5 more. Lift and hold. Lower both feet to the floor, maybe hips lift a little bit higher. Final 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the hips to the mat. Knees pull to chest, hands find the backs of the thighs. And again, let's rock up and down the spine. Eventually we meet in a forward fold, top of mat, feet plant, hips lift, Uttanasana. Plant your hands out in front of you. Start to shift weight into the hands. Grip finger pads, knuckle pads to the floor. Maybe you come high onto the toes. Shoulders up towards the ears. As much weight into the hands as you can. Spin the biceps in towards the ears, the inner elbows forward. Again, maybe you play with hovering a foot and then dropping it, hovering the other foot, dropping it. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Chair pose, knees bend, heels drop. Reach up, sit low. Again, maybe a little more straight through the elbows. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll to stand, 1 vertebra at a time. Sweep the fingertips up and over. Exhale, fold back down the middle. Halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back, down dog. Again, we'll wave the spine forward, plank pose. You're welcome to hold the top or lower halfway, press up, wave it back. 4 more times, wave forward, half, up, back. 3 more, roll it through, lower, lift, wave it back. 2 more times, plank pose, chaturanga, press it up, wave it back. Last time, roll through, high plank, lower half, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower all the way to the belly, locust pose. Again, maybe arms reach forward, turn the pinky edge of the hands in towards each other. Lift the heart, lift the toes. And exhale, let it go. Hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, plank pose, press up to the top. Downward facing dog, pull it back. And pause when you get there. A version of that flow again. Right hand reaches across the body towards the left ankle. Really twist into it. Press the floor away with the left hand. Right hand comes back down the floor to the floor. Lift left hand by left hip and right hand up towards the sky. Right toes up towards the sky. So sorry. All right, welcome to stay here. Maybe this time you pull forward, tap the right knee to the right elbow, and then kick it back. 2 more times. You're either holding the balance or playing with a pull forward. Take it as slow as you need. Let the wobbles be there. Eventually, left hand lowers to the floor. Right foot steps to the outside of the right hand. Reach the right fingertips forward, left elbow bend. Sink to your depth. Simply hold here. Straighten through left elbow. Pull left knee into chest. Kick it through. Low bow pose. High bow pose. Low bow pose. High bow pose. Low to high to low to high. 5, 4, 3, 2, low bow pose, and release down. Bend the knees, plant the feet to the floor. Bridge pose, or it could be wheel pose. If you like, hands could come up by the shoulders. You drive into hands and feet and lift up. Lower back down through the middle. Pause at the bottom for a moment, just so you can find neutral in the spine. And then rock up and down the spine a few times, eventually making your way to a forward fold. Feet plant, hips lift. As soon as you get there, hands plant out in front of you, come onto the toes, heels lift, weight into the fingertips, shoulders up towards the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, chair pose, knees bend, reach the fingertips up and over. On your exhale, forward fold. Inhale rolls you to stand. Reach the fingertips up and over. Exhale, fold back down the middle. It's your journey to a down dog. Could be a crow pose along the way. Knees find the backs of the arms. Could be handstand. Could be a vinyasa. No right or wrong, but making your journey back to a down dog. As you plant into the right hand, left hand reaches across the body towards the right ankle. Holds. Left hand comes back down to the mat. Right hand lifts back by the right hip. Left toes lift up to the sky. Option to stay here or play with pulling forward, left knee towards left elbow. And then kick up and back. 2 more times, possibly, your choice. Eventually, right hand lowers to the floor. Left foot to the outside of the left hand. Left fingertips forward. Bend right elbow. Lower towards your chaturanga arm. Straighten through the right arm. Pull the right knee into the chest. Thread the right foot through. Hips lower to the floor. Low bow pose to high bow pose. Low to high to low to high for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, low bow pose, hover. And release down to the bottom. Knees bent, feet to the floor. Either you lift into your bridge pose or hands plant for your wheel pose. And lower back down the middle. Finding a pause in the middle again, just so that the spine can find neutral. And then pulling the knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine. Forward fold at the top of the mat, feet plant, hips lift. As the hips lift, we'll rock right into it, weight into the hands, come onto the toes, press the floor away. Biceps wrap in towards the ears. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, chair pose, knees bend, sweep the fingertips up and over. Forward fold, hips lift. Roll your way to stand one vertebra at a time. Reaching fingertips up and over. And then exhale, fold. Again, your journey to a down dog, you might plant the hands for crow pose. Could have some playtime there, could turn into one-legged crow, pulling me into the chest. And then the other side. Again, just throwing out options for you. Eventually, downward dog. We'll find one more version of that sequence one more time, and then we switch things up. All right, left hand reaches back towards the right ankle. Oh, I'm wrong. Right hand reaches back towards the left ankle. This time, we're gonna shift forward to a 3-pointed plank. So reach the right fingertips forward, left shoulder over left wrist. Pull back, right hand reaches across the body. 2 more times, shift forward. Pull it back into the twist. Shift forward, 3-pointed plank. Pull it back into the twist, pause. Right hand to the floor, left hand lifts back by the left hip. Right toes lift up to the sky. Welcome to stay here, or just once, pull the right knee towards the right elbow. Maybe you hold it there, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right leg kicks back. Left hand finds the floor, step the right foot to the outside of right hand. As it lands, right arm reaches forward. Left elbow bends, think chaturanga. This time, can you press up? Pull the left knee into chest, thread through low pistol. Drive into the right heel or into the right foot. You can have hands to the floor or to blocks for support as you need here. We're gonna drive through the right foot, play with coming all the way up to stand. And then slowly, if you've come up to the top, we bend the right knee and lower all the way back down. Can you lower the hips to the floor, low boat pose here for 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Bend the knees, plant the feet, either bridge pose or wheel pose. You drive up to the top. Lower back down the middle. Pause at the bottom. Pull the knees into the chest. Rock up and down the spine. This time, we're gonna come to a forward fold as we have been. We're gonna take some handstand hops, some tuck hops once we get there. So feet plant, hips lift. Right away, hands plant out in front of you. Hop off of the feet, letting them leave the floor. Your feet might leave the floor a couple of inches. That's totally fine. We're simply working on getting our feet up off of the floor. Could be that the hops are high enough that you eventually catch balance. Hopping for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Chair pose, feet plant, knees bend. Reach the fingertips up and over. Sink the hips low. On your exhale, forward fold. Roll your way to stand one vertebra at a time. Reach fingertips up and over. Fold. Again, hands plant. Could be crow pose, could be an inversion, could be a step back, a hop back, a flow through. Making your way towards a downward dog in 5, 4, 3, 2, downward dog. All right, same. Last time, last side with this sequence. Left hand reaches across the body towards the right ankle. Press the floor away with the right hand. Shift forward, reach forward with the left fingertips. Pull back into the twist. Shift forward, reach through left fingertips. One more time, pull back into the twist. Reach forward, left fingertips. Pull back into the twist, pause. Left hand finds the floor. Right hand lifts back by the right hip. Left toes might lift. Either you hold or you shift forward, pulling left knee towards left elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2. Kick the left leg up and back. Right hand finds the floor. Step the left foot to the outside of left hand. Reach left fingertips forward. Right elbow bends. Straighten through the right arm, pull the right knee into the chest as you thread through low pistol squat. Hands can be on floor or blocks. Left heel does not have to be on the floor. Welcome to stay low, or you can play with driving through left heel, coming all the way up to stand. And if you come up to the top, we get a lower all the way back down. From the bottom, hips to the floor. Low boat pose. Final time here. Maybe reach arms up and over. Final 5, 4, 3, 2. Release. Let it go. Bend the knees. One more time, either bridge pose or wheel pose. Be honest about what feels good and available for your body in this moment. You drive into the heels and lift the hips up, whether it's bridge or wheel. Release. Back down the middle. Again, finding the bottom, finding neutral for a moment. Before eventually pulling knees into chest. Again, we're gonna rock up and down the spine, but remember this time, as you come up towards the fold, you're gonna go straight into some handstand hops. So hops towards a tuck jump, feet plant, hips lift, hands plant, hop off of the feet. And again, the goal does not have to be catching balance in handstand today. The goal could simply be getting the feet off the ground at the same time. Meeting in a chair pose in 5, 4, 3, 2. Utkatasana. As you exhale, straighten legs, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold, back down the middle. Your journey to a down dog, a step, a hop, a vinyasa, a crow, a handstand. Eventually meeting in your downward facing dog. When you get to your down dog, let's soften the forearms to the floor. Dolphin pose. Pull the heart back towards the thighs. Can bend in the knees if you need to prioritize your shoulders. Knit the low ribs in. Shift your gaze forward. Can you tap your nose to the floor between your thumbs and then pull the heart back between the thighs or between the forearms? Oh my gosh, my words today. Let's do 20 more times. Shift forward, tap. Pull the heart back. Tap. back. Continue with it. Ten more. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your dolphin pose. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Soften the knees to the floor. Find yourself seated on the shins. Shake out the wrists. Shake out the elbows. Flick water off of your fingertips. Imaginary water, of course. Maybe sweat. Bring the hands to interlace behind you. And then let the thumbs chase the toes. Shoulder blades onto the back body. Pull the heart through. Inhale back up through the middle. Simply let the hands fall to the lap. And close down the eyes for a moment. Give yourself a little moment of pause. Slow and steady breaths in and out through the nose. And as you're ready to reopen the eyes, downward facing dog. Plant the hands. Pull the hips back. On your inhale, right toes lift. Bend knee, open hip. Wild thing. Drop the right toes behind you. Right hand lifts. Send the hips up to the ceiling. As you unravel the shape, step the right foot just halfway up the mat, only halfway up the mat. Crouching warrior. Lift the left toes, lift the heart. On your exhale, straighten through the right leg. Bend right knee, straighten right leg. Bend right knee, pause. Pull the left knee into the chest, low pistol, sit the hips low. Maybe you press it all the way to stand, just an option because we are coming back down. Right knee bends, lower down. Left foot plants out in front of you. Bend the left knee. Tap the right knee to the floor and then pull the right thigh in towards the chest. Knee taps the floor, knee to chest, knee taps the floor. Hold it to the floor. So now you're probably bringing quite a lot of sensation into the bottom of the right foot and into the ankle. As you drive into the left foot, pull the right heel into the glutes. Come all the way to stand, right knee into chest. Half moon pose, open the right leg back behind you as left hand comes down to either floor or block, or it could hover. Slow bend into the left knee to step the right toes to back of mat, high crescent lunge. Upper body lifts, reach fingertips up and over. Right hand comes all the way to the floor, side plank on the right side. Any version of the shape you want to be in. You could bend left knee, you could hold on to left big toe and play with extending through the left leg. Unravel your shape to a plank pose, wrists underneath the shoulders, and simply take it through a vinyasa. On an inhale, left toes lift. Bend left knee, open up the hip. Option to roll it open to your wild thing. Left toes drop behind you, send the hips up. As you unravel, left foot steps just halfway up the mat. Right toes lift, crouching warrior. Sink low into the shape. Exhale, straighten through the left leg. Bend left knee, straighten left knee. Bend left knee, pause. Pull the right knee into the chest, low pistol, kick the right leg all the way through. With or without the help of the hands, you can stay low or you can send it all the way up to the top. Rebend into the left knee. If you've lifted to the top, we come back to the bottom. Right heel finds the floor. Right knee bends as you shift onto the ball of the left foot. You tap left knee to the floor and then pull left thigh to chest. Tap left knee to the floor, pull left thigh to chest. A couple more times. Lower left knee all the way to the floor. Sit in this space for a moment. Breathe into the sensation probably happening in your left ankle and foot. Now as we shift weight into the right foot, left heel squeezes to glutes. Come all the way to stand, bring the left leg with you. Pull left knee to chest. A big circular movement at the left hip rolls you open into your half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Slow bend into the right knee, left toe, step back, high crescent lunge. Bring left hand to the floor, step back, side plank. Possible that you hold onto the right big toe and bring right leg with you. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, plank pose. Vinyasa. One more time through for that sequence. Inhale, right toes lift. Bend knee, open hip, wild thing. Option to take your wild thing to a wheel. Always just options, of course. As you unravel, right foot steps halfway up the mat, crouching warrior. Right away this time, pull left knee into the chest, low pistol. Possible that you drive it up to a high pistol. If you brought it to the top, lower all the way back down. Lower left heel to the floor, right knee to the floor. This time right to it, all the way to stand, right knee up into the chest. Roll open, half moon pose. Step back, high crescent. Right hand finds the floor, side plank, any variation you want to be in. Plank pose, Vinyasa. Inhale, left toes lift. Bend left knee, open hip, wild thing. Could stay there, or wild thing to wheel. From whatever shape you're in, we unravel. Left foot steps halfway up the mat, crouching warrior. Right toes lift. Pull the right knee to chest, all the way down to your low pistol. Maybe you drive it to the top, high pistol. And if you did, come back down, low pistol. Right heel plants, right knee bends, shift weight into the right foot, all the way to stand, left knee to chest. Open it up, half moon pose. Bend right knee, left toe, step back, high crescent lunge. Left hand finds the floor. Vashisthasana, side plank, whatever version of the shape you want to be in. Unravel, plank, your vinyasa. And pause when you make it back to a downward dog. Let's walk the hands to the back of the mat so that you can find a fold at the back. You might slide the palms underneath the feet. You could hold onto the big toes. Drop the weight of the head, maybe a little bounce. Pull the heart towards the thighs. Release the hands from underneath the feet. Wiggle the feet a little wider, bend the knees, drop the hips low, Malasana squat. Reach the arms up overhead. Get as straight as you can through the elbows. Roll the pinky edges of the hands in towards each other. Knees drive wide. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, release hands back down. Lift the hips back up, forward fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, Malasana squat. Lift the hips, forward fold. 2 more times. See if you can resist your way down on the lower. It'll create some engagement in the legs. Imagine you're moving through honey on both the lift to the top and the lower down. Lift into the fold. Walk the feet into hips width distance apart. Now let's come onto the toes, lift the heels, bend the knees, lower to a toes pose. Really just getting us to the ground here, but why not a little mobility along the way? Lean back, maybe you tap the knees to the floor. Pull the thighs into the ribs. 2 more times, because why not? Lean back, knees tap. Pull it in. 1 last time, lean back, maybe the knees tap. Pull it in. Heels to the floor, hips to the floor, and if you're off your mat like I am, you might scoot forward. Let's slide the legs long, just 1 seated forward fold. Reach the fingertips up and over, breathe in. Exhale to fold. Inhale back up through the middle and roll your way down to the back body. Pull the right knee into the chest. Supine twist, guide the right knee across the body. Inhale back through the middle, swap it out, left leg in, right leg long. Left arm to a T, exhale, twist. Inhale back through the middle, slide the legs long, savasana. Settling into a quality of rest, a quality of gratitude for all that your body is capable of. You've just done so much. Notice if there's anywhere at all in your body in this moment that you can do less, where you can soften and release, let go. And thank you for sharing your practice. I hope you spend a little more time here, lingering in the pause. And I hope to move with you again really soon. Namaste.